Baltimore and Oakland. We don't even mention that anymore. They're so far gone.
The President of the United States alleges that Baltimore has a crime problem, but Baltimore right now is facing the lowest crime rates in over 50 years. And as you can see with these stats over here, we are even lower than the national averages. All of this happens after the president announced that he will be deploying the National Guard to quote unquote combat crime in DC. As you can see with this graphic, the rates in DC in terms of crime are also lower than the national average. So how did Brendan Scott fix this issue? Well, he treated gun violence like it was a public health crisis. You remember during COVID when a lot of public officials were trying to prevent the spread of the disease? Well, Brandon Scott is trying to do the same thing in Baltimore. He's trying to prevent the spread of gun violence. He started a group known as the Group Violence Reduction Study that would team up the police with community members and social services that would help literally combat these issues head on. Issues like racism, poverty, housing, and mental health. For individuals who were involved in the cycle of gun violence, he provided financial support until they were able to find jobs and even gave them life coaches. After school programs have been installed for the youth and young people, and during spring and summer breaks, pool parties, block parties, and summer camps occur to keep the youth engaged. Conflict resolution is starting to be taught in schools. And in neighborhoods, there's a program called Safe Streets that lets community members who are trained get directly involved in disputes and solve the conflicts within the community. Victim support programs have also been instilled, and it helps to address the trauma of gun violence to avoid it continuing. There's been a major focus on data to really identify what patterns exist. And so far, the data that they found is that 2% of a given community is usually responsible for 50 to 75% of the crimes and homicides that are committed. So police are targeting those individuals rather than just arresting people willy-nilly and adding more people into the prison system. And finally, repeat offenders with illegal handguns are getting harsher sentences in order to prove a point that this is not okay. So for more information and specifics on the changes happening in Baltimore, I highly recommend this article from Popular Information.